In this video, we're diving into why we should prepare for what could be the biggest short squeeze in history. Hey, welcome to AMC Daily. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads, and also enter our giveaway. But everyone, remember this is not a financial advice video. The margin calls are coming, hidden details are emerging, and the battle against short sellers is reaching a critical point. There's a growing realization among investors about the immense potential of AMC Entertainment stock, and we're going to break down exactly why this is happening. Recently, an article surfaced discussing why AMC remains a stronghold for investors. The primary reason? The growing awareness of AMC's value and its strategic positioning in the entertainment industry. For instance, the highly anticipated Minecraft movie is set to rake in approximately $140 million during its opening weekend alone. With a budget of $150 million, it's already being projected as one of the highest-grossing video game adaptations ever. This highlights a positive trajectory for the industry and solidifies AMC's role in benefiting from such massive blockbusters. However, this isn't just about strong fundamentals. There's something bigger happening. What we're witnessing is a situation where short sellers are finding themselves in an impossible position. Unlike other companies affected by economic downturns and external pressures like tariffs, AMC has shown resilience. A prime example of this can be seen in the European market, where AMC surged by 5.5% despite negative tariff news shaking up the overall stock market. The resilience of AMC investors is evident. Many refuse to part with their shares even during market downturns, standing firm against short-selling tactics. Another key factor at play is market manipulation, or the lack of it in certain global exchanges. Unlike in the US, where high liquidity allows hedge funds to manipulate prices, European markets often experience more organic price movements. This further highlights AMC's true potential when viewed outside of manipulated environments. Now, let's discuss the growing desperation among short sellers. Evidence is surfacing that suggests they're trapped in a no-win scenario. A recent post by Reese Politics has brought attention to the ongoing battle against transparency in financial markets. The CAT system, designed to track trading activities and expose fraudulent practices, has faced constant delays in implementation. Why? Because major players in the financial industry, like Citadel and Virtue, have been pushing hard to prevent its rollout. The reason behind their opposition is clear. The system would shine a light on illicit practices that have allowed hedge funds to suppress stocks like AMC and GameStop GME through synthetic shares and hidden short positions. Investigations into previous trading scandals have already linked CAT data to a $47 million front-running scheme, revealing just a fraction of the deceptive activities happening behind closed doors. However, the financial implications of synthetic shares in AMC and GME extend far beyond that, into the tens or even hundreds of billions. The exposure of these fraudulent activities has hedge funds on edge, as transparency would dismantle their carefully constructed manipulation tactics. So, why are short sellers running scared? Because they know they are losing control. Recent comments from key financial figures such as Ryan Cohen further reinforce this sentiment. Cohen alluded to the strategy of holding on to valuable assets, drawing a comparison to Warren Buffett's massive $300 billion cash reserve. The underlying message is clear. Patience and strategic investing win in the long run. Meanwhile, concerns over margin calls are growing. A critical question is being asked. How many margin calls has the DTCC waived today? The implications are massive. When counterparties take on too much risk and fail to cover their positions, they turn to regulatory bodies for leniency. But when those counterparties themselves become high-risk entities, like UBS and Credit Suisse, the entire system teeters on the edge of collapse. This forces the Federal Reserve to step in, potentially leading to bailouts that benefit hedge funds at the expense of retail investors. A key takeaway here is the fundamental principle of holding. investors are now realizing that the old valuation metrics no longer apply. The phrase 10K is the new 1K perfectly encapsulates the idea that previous price ceilings are being shattered. With margin calls looming, retail investors hold the power to push short sellers to their breaking point, extracting maximum value from the situation. Further data supports this ongoing shift. According to a post by Wiz, the extent of synthetic shares in circulation is staggering. AMC alone has over 843 million synthetic shares, with a notional value of nearly $11 billion. GME follows with 43.6 million synthetic shares valued at $1.56 billion. These aren't traditional investments, they are leveraged illusions designed to suppress stock prices. However, as market conditions change, these artificially created positions become unsustainable, increasing the likelihood of forced liquidations. Adding to this pressure is the broader market downturn. A recent report by Watcher Guru revealed that $2.85 trillion was wiped out from the U.S. stock market in a single day. The impact was felt across major stocks. Apple down 9.32%, Nvidia down 7.77%, Tesla down 5.47%, Google down 3.92%, Meta down 8.96%. This kind of market-wide drop has significant consequences, particularly for hedge funds relying on collateral to maintain their short positions. With market values plummeting, collateral dries up, making it increasingly difficult to suppress stocks like AMC and GME. Ryan Cohen's reference to Buffett's cash reserves makes even more sense in this context. Just as Berkshire Hathaway capitalizes on discounted assets, Cohen suggests that GME is adopting a similar strategy, targeting distressed assets in innovative ways. If GME can replicate Berkshire Hathaway's long-term success, its stock price potential becomes astronomical. So, how many margin calls happen today? The market downturn suggests that numerous firms have taken severe financial hits, leading to inevitable liquidations. And with each margin call, AMC's position strengthens. Hedge funds lose their grip, their power to manipulate fades, and retail investors gain the upper hand. We must also revisit the concept of collateral stress and roll failures, two critical factors in triggering a massive short squeeze. The combination of declining collateral value and the inability to roll over short positions creates a buying vortex that forces hedge funds to cover at higher and higher prices. We are currently witnessing this unfold as financial institutions struggle to maintain control amid market instability. This brings us back to the CAT system. Data from a recent tweet highlights that 21 billion trading errors were recorded over just 5 trading days between February and March. This isn't a coincidence. It's a direct consequence of financial institutions trying to suppress transparency. The connection between these trading errors and the resistance to the CAT system is undeniable. By delaying transparency measures, hedge funds attempt to prolong their unsustainable short positions. But with increasing scrutiny and mounting pressure, their time is running out. When you piece everything together, the collapsing collateral, the margin calls, the synthetic shares, the resistance to transparency, it becomes clear why short sellers are panicking. The retail investor community is more informed than ever, and the conditions for a historic short squeeze are aligning perfectly. The only question that remains is not if, but when. And when that moment arrives, those who held their positions through the turbulence will be the ones reaping the rewards. Guys, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about AMC stock? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.